Hello students, welcome to the today's session. So today in this class we will be speaking about conditional sentences. So what are these conditional sentences? So you might be familiar with regard to the if clause or the clauses which have unless and so on. So those sentences are called conditional sentences. Conditional sentences has a condition which will be applied in the sentence, and the consequences or the result or something of that sort will be explained in another sentence. So here a condition is something that has to be fulfilled before something else can happen, as if the rain stops we will play. For example, if the rain stops we will play. We will play. If the rain stops, we will play. So here there is an if clause which is used here, and the answer will be like this. Okay, if the rain stops, then we will play. The result is result comes in the next sentence, and the first sentence will be if clause. Okay, so that is called conditional sentences, where a result will be happen afterwards. Something has to be fulfilled afterwards. Okay, and the conditional clauses after if are not about events that have occurred, but about events that can or might occur at times. For example, if the price of the car comes down, many people will buy it. So before we move on to all those, we have to know about the conditional sentences. There are three types of conditional sentences. One speaks about talking about something that is quite possible, and another one is talking about imagined situations and consequences now, and the last one is talking about imagined situations and consequences then, or which happens afterwards. So we'll see all those. So in type 1 we speak about, if you, for example, if you get a scholarship, what will you do? If you get a scholarship, what will you do? So that is the first type of sentence, where there is an if clause, of course, and the present form will be applied in if clause, and future tense will be used in the independent sentence which is used here. For example, if you get a scholarship, what will you do? So the future form will be used in the sentence. So it talks about talking something that is quite possible, things which happen. For example, it is possible to get a scholarship. If I get a scholarship, I will go abroad. If I get a scholarship, I'll go abroad. So here in the first if clause, present tense is used, and in the independent sentence which is there, the future form is used. When we come to the second type of conditional sentence, there, for example, if you got a scholarship, what will you do? If I got, here in the if clause, that will be past, and in the independent sentence which is there will be a would, that will be future, but would form will be used. For example, if I got a scholarship, I would go abroad. So here the would form is used, and here it is talking about the imagined situations and the consequences which will be happening. So in the if clause they speak about the imagined situation, and in the independent sentence it speaks about the consequences which happens now. See, if I got a scholarship, what would you do? Or what would you do? And what I would go abroad. So here I would go abroad, that means the consequences which happen now. See, if I get a scholarship now, I will go abroad. That's the meaning of it. So that's the second type of conditional sentences. And the last type will be, it is the if clause will be in past perfect, and the independent sentence which will be there, that will be in a would conditional. For example, talking about the imagined situation and the consequences then. For example, if I had got a scholarship, I would have gone abroad. So it is speaking about the imagined situation in the if clause, and the consequences which happens then, or which means afterwards, is talking in the second example, third type of conditional sentences. So in the conditional sentence type 1, there is condition to be fulfilled. For example, this is the condition to be fulfilled. Condition to be fulfilled. Condition to be fulfilled. So that is all about this. Okay, condition to be fulfilled. And there is likely outcome. So this one, outcome. So this is outcome. So here condition to be fulfilled will be explained in a if clause, and the outcome of it will be in the independent sentence which is there. That is, there will be an independent clause which is there. So that clause speaks about the outcome which happens afterwards. So that's it. So this is the main idea, and few things which we have to remember. This is the conditional sentence, and the conditional sentence will be in a simple present tense. It is or present tense. It will be in present tense, and the independent sentence which is there, that is the outcome of the conditional sentence, will be in a independent sentence, and that will be in a future tense. Okay, I hope that is clear. Then we will see some of the things. See in page number 181. So in your textbook there is a format which is given. For example, like if it is simple present, for example, if it rains, it will be will stay with us. See, and the present continuous, it is raining, will be used. Present perfect if she has already left, and so on. So see the changes which are there. See in present form, see there are 4 types and tenses and 4 type of divisions and so on. So when there is a change like that, automatically in future also the same change will be happening. So that's it. And that is the most commonly used form, like simple present, and will future will be used in a common first type of conditional sentences. Okay, and when we come to the second part, like we have to keep in mind some kind of references or some kind of exceptions with regard to the first rule which is there. And for today we end the session, and we'll talk about the rest of things like conditional sentence type 2, type 3, and all those things in the next class. Thank you.